Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball today with another Pokemon TCG online video. And today I have for you guys a Sharpedo EX deck. This is a pretty not so great EX Pokemon, but we'll see what we can do. It's a 170 HP Darkness Pokemon. It's got Hunt. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. This attack does 30 more damage to the new active Pokemon. And then it also has Jagged Fang. Okay. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Then discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, this isn't that great. It's got a 1 retreat cost, which is, meh. It is weak to lightning, and also it doesn't have any resistance. So, why are we playing this card? Well, I mean, it's not terrible, I suppose. It's pretty bad. But you can do Jagged Fang. Okay, let's just play imagination for a little bit. Let's say you got a Muscle Band, and then you play the Muscle Band. And then you do Jagged Fang, so you get them powered up, right? You get your Sharpedo powered up. You do Jagged Fang for 120, and then you discard an energy from your opponent's 170 HP EX Pokemon. Okay, if it's 180, this is not going to work out. But all right, so just stay with me here. Okay, your opponent now has 120 damage on it. Let's say your opponent decides to retreat, right? Because they don't want to get knocked out. You can actually just use Hunt the next turn and then just finish him off. So, I don't know. Don't look at me, but that's the way that the cards kind of play out. So, I mean, if that scenario ever happens, you know that, hey, it works out, and maybe that's something that you can pull off. So, for our support line, we got Darkrai EX, just for the Dark Cloak. You never know when Night Spirit could come in handy. And then we got two Eviltal, non-EX Eviltals here with Oblivion Wing. Attach a Darkness Energy to your Sharpedo or whatever else, Darkrai. But Darkness Blade, we can use this to attack non-EX or Safeguard type Pokemon, right? 100 damage. We can, yeah, why not use it to hit, yeah. But here's the problem, right? So if we're gonna go against something like a Pyroar, we can't exactly use Hydreigon because we don't play any Psychic Energy. But yeah, actually we probably could play Psychic Energy. That way we can do Crazy Headbutt and headbutt the Pyroar. But otherwise, I don't know, maybe we have to use Zuelis here for Body Slam and paralyze the Pyroar over and over again. So as of right now, yeah, I don't really have an answer for Pyroar. But if you guys do, we could definitely play like 2 Psychic Energies or something like that, just for the Hydreigon. That could work as well. Okay, enough with that. Let's take a look at the item cards. We got Crushing Hammer. We got 4 of these. This is going to be a Energy Disruption deck with Jagged Fang, discarding an energy. We can also discard an energy using Crushing Hammer. We got Dowsing Machine to search the Crushing Hammer and get that back into our hand. That could be pretty annoying. And then we got Energy Retrieval, just in case we can't get the Hydreigon out and we start discarding too many cards from Sharpedo. We can actually use a Energy Retrieval and get a couple energies back. 2 Enhance Hammers, once again, just to Energy Disrupt our opponent. 1 Escape Rope. Never know when you get paralyzed or something like that and you might need to escape. We're only playing 1 rare candy because we're playing a 2/1/2 line for Hydreigon. Oh, I forgot to mention Hydreigon. Hydreigon's ability, I apologize there. It's Dark Impulse. Once during your turn before your attack, you can attach a Darkness Energy from your discard pile to your active Pokemon. So, for example, if you attack with Sharpedo and you do Jagged Fang, you discard an energy, you don't have an energy in your hand, in your next turn, you can use Hydreigon and use Dark Impulse, get that energy back into play, throw it onto Sharpedo, and hit Jagged Fang again. So, it's kind of this like infinite loop where we can keep discarding energy cards over and over again. So pretty cool there. For the start of the Megaphone line, we only got 1 of these. We could play some more since we do rely on abilities, but why not? Okay, well, we're playing 1, and then we're playing 1 switch. Once again, you never know when you get paralyzed or things like that. We got the Ultra Ball, 3 of these to get the Pokemon to play, 2 VS Seekers to get the support line back to our hand. We got Colress, 1 of these, 2 Lysanders, 1 Lysander Shrimp card, 3 Ends, and 1 Professor Birch's Observations to kind of round out that end line. We got Juniper there, 4 of those, 1 Skyla to get that rare candy if need be, and then Team Flare Grunt. This works really well for discarding energy cards from our opponent's active Pokemon, and In case we run into Seismitoad, we can always use Team Thor Grunt, and that works pretty well there too. Got teammates because, hey, you never know when something gets knocked out. Then we just play teammates, get whatever we need. We got 1-0 Sick, once again, for energy disruption, and also in case we run into Seismitoad. We got the Shadow Circle for the Stadium counter. That way we can kind of avoid lightning weak stuff and even fighting weak stuff, and then maybe even for Hydreigon fairy weak stuff. Who knows about that? And then we got 3 muscle band and 11 darkness energy. So that's it for the deck. Let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, looks like we're going against Lucas Speed Road. Okay. Well, Lucas is playing a grass, lightning, metal, and a variety of different types. My opponent gets to go first. We see the Pokemon sleeves. Ooh, we see Juniper, Energy Switch. Ooh, a variety of things here. That's very interesting. Oh, it's an Eviltal. No, not Eviltal. It's going to be a Genesect deck. Okay. Wow, my opponent starts with a Jirachi. That's not a very good start. Oh dear. Let's see here. We start off. We get a couple of these. We can get into the discard pile. I'm going to go ahead. We'll play the Eviltal. And then we're going to play this right here. I'm going to go ahead and probably just discard some more things. I don't want to play an N. We didn't see my opponent play anything else. So what I actually want to do is play Juniper. And that way, yeah, just Juniper in my hand. Get a fresh hand right here. And, oh man, probably should have gone with something else. Okay, so we're just going to end our turn. My opponent getting a plasma energy there. We didn't see my opponent play much of anything else. I'm assuming my opponent probably has energy cards, and maybe my opponent has Mega Manectric. I don't know. Oh, wow, we don't see anything. And, wow, there we go. So, actually what I want to do is... let's see here. Well, okay. A couple things we can do. I can play the energy here on the Dino and retreat into that, but I think what I want to do. Okay, why not? All right, we're just gonna do it. So let's go ahead and oh my goodness, it's a 2 retreat cost. Okay, let's go for the Ultra Ball here. If we got another one, we do. I need to get. Or I could just go for a switch. That works. Yeah, let's just go for the switch. We'll get the switch out here. And we'll switch into this. We'll even play an energy here. And why not? We'll play the other Dino here. We'll go for the Oblivion Wing. Let's go ahead. We'll get the Sharpedo powered up. My opponent definitely can still win. This is super early in the game. Anything can happen still. Oh, we see the Lysander. Oh, that is a bummer. So what I'm going to do is let's just go ahead. We will play the Skyla, and we're just going to go for the Skyla, and let's go for the Escape Rope, and we will play. Oh boy, it is game. I apologize, guys. My opponent just couldn't get it going. So there we go. Sharpedo with win number 1. And we see the Darkrai come off of the... Oh, man. We couldn't even get Darkrai anyways. So let's go and play one more match here on Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, it looks like we're going against Bobby. And Bobby is a Metal, Psychic, and Water deck. I think this is going to be most likely a Keldeo and Jirachi with Psychic Pokemon. Or, I don't know. It could be... Oh, wow, we keep mulling again, and my opponent gets to go first. Oh, my goodness. We actually start with a Eviltal, my opponent being able to draw into, I think, 3 extra cards. And, yeah, apparently we have the advantage, but I don't think we have the advantage right now. Any EXs to trade, my opponent asks, and, no, I apologize. You know, I'm sorry. Sorry, no, I don't have any. Yep. Oh, I meant sorry. Not sorry. Well, that sentence does not make sense. I'm supposed to be, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have any. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Wow. Well, never mind. It is a metal deck and probably runs Keldeo. And didn't expect to see the Mewtwo there. So we see the Bronzor. We see Mewtwo. We also see a Dialga. We start with the Eviltal here. That's no good. And now it is our turn. Let's see, we even get the muscle band, so we can actually knock out this Bronzor right now. I'm gonna go for the end. That's kind of the only thing we can do. And oh boy, the Dialga here can actually prove to be very threatening. So let's go ahead. We'll take the first prize, and it's another Juniper. What the heck? I don't want to discard these cards. These are very good cards. Starting Megaphone, Muscle Band, Switch, but we got to do what we got to do. So my opponent can hit us for a Chrono Win, and that would put a dent into our HP. That's for sure. Ooh, even a Muscle Band, but we'll actually put the Megaphone into use. We'll get rid of that. I hope we can draw into like a Professor Birch or something like that, and then flip heads and get 7 cards there too. Oh no, a Seismitoad. It wasn't the Keldeo, it was a Seismitoad. Oh man, that is devastating. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll get rid of those. I think, wow, 3 muscle bands, and this is terrible. Oh man, let's go for the Crushing Hammer. Couldn't use that. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna cancel. So okay, we only got 1 back anyway. I just did that because you never know when the Seismitoad comes out, and then you can't use your item cards anyway. So what we're gonna do is, I guess we're gonna discard this, and I actually want to power up the Sharpedo. That would be a pretty wise decision. And let's go ahead. We'll just go for the Oblivion Wing. I'm going to hang on to the other Muscle Band in case if my opponent decides to use a Starling Megaphone. So, but most likely I'm going to keep the Muscle Band so I can use Dow's Machine to discard it and get a Juniper back into my hand and draw into a new hand. And at this point, it's a shame that my opponent is 180 HP, so we'll be 10 short of knocking it out, even with the Muscle Band in the next turn and playing for a Juniper. If we can top deck a Juniper, our last Juniper, so 3 Junipers already in the discard pile, I'd be pretty happy with that, but that's very unlikely. We've got 35 cards left. The ratio of that happening is 35 to 1. But anyways, we see the Seismitoad over here, pretty scary Pokemon. We got 2 item cards. My opponent pulls something off with like a Switch and then a DCE. Yeah, we would be pretty much locked up. We won't be able to do much of anything at that point. My opponent here is taking his time to decide what he wants to do next, and Cammy is gonna lay down the hammer, and there we go. We get the victory. So that's 2 wins for the Sharpedo. And yeah, we didn't get to see Sharpedo in action, and there's an Acrobite. No one really needs to see that. My rule of thumb is if I can't get at least two good matches, at least 1 good match out of 2, I will play one last one for you guys. So here we go. Okay, looks like we're playing against Honey Badger _13, and Honey Badger did not get the coin toss, did not win the coin toss, so we will get to go first. And excellent, we even start. Wow, we start off with basically everything we'd like to start off with, minus the Juniper. So I kind of want to hang on to my hand. You never know when my opponent is going to play a DCE or something rather, and then we can use the Team Flare Grunt to discard that. I kind of don't want to discard the Hydreigon. You never know when you can get a rare candy as well. So there we go. We see the Dialga here. Knowing these metal decks, they can always get the energies back using the Bronzors and whatnot. But we didn't see the Bronzor at all. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to go for the Juniper, man. That way, ooh, we even get this going for us. We even get that going for us. We even get an energy drop there. Too many things going well for us here. We even get the Oblivion Wing, get to attach the energy here. Very solid. Oh my goodness, Sharpedo is coming up to get ya. We are in attack mode right now. Eviltal EX, regular Eviltal, I mean. And there we go. All we see is the Dialga here with an energy drop. We see the Lysander bringing out the Zuelis, but little does my opponent know, we have the Sharpedo that's going to attack. Let's go ahead. We'll go with the Juniper. Hopefully we can draw into an energy. We do. And here's a Jagged Fang. Wow, my opponent's down to 10 HP. And, okay, I might have to break my rule today, and I might have to play a 4th match for you guys. And that's pretty rare. So if you're watching this, you should feel lucky that I might play another one. Yeah, I agree. Yes, I agree. So, well, looks like that's it. Let's go for the Jagged Fang and end the game. And there it is, victory. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad. But you know what? We're gonna play one more. So you guys are lucky. We're playing 4 matches. 4. Okay, looks like we're going against J. Jones, and I wasn't paying attention, and no, we don't get to go first. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't see what kind of deck my opponent was playing. We start off with a Darkrai, so there he is. What we can do here, we see a Keldeo. What I want to do is play the energy so we can get the free treat. Oh, we see a Pokemon fan club. That's a good start for my opponent, being able to get a Pokemon fan club right there. So my opponent is off to a good start. We have yet to get a pretty good start here. I think if we can top deck a... Oh, wow, we see a Suicune and we see a Deoxys. Now, if we can top deck the non-EX Eviltal, I can play the energy there and then play the switch and maybe even play some of these Crushing Hammers. So, okay, excellent. We don't get the... we don't get it, so let's go ahead. We'll just play the energy there. I'm going to play this again. And there we go. We flipped heads. We'll go for the N, and didn't get much else, so I'm going to end the turn. My opponent can definitely retreat into the Suicune, and that would cause us some trouble. At this point, I've yet to see like a DCE. I'm assuming my opponent probably plays Plasma Energies. We could see a Plasma Energy hit onto Deoxys EX, and I would gladly play the Enhanced Hammer onto the Deoxys EX. So for now, yeah, I mean, we got an energy here. Ooh, my opponent plays a Sharon. Definitely can play an energy onto Darkrai, and wow, we will actually be powering up Darkrai. What do you know? What do you know? We'll power up Darkrai. So, yeah, at this point, I definitely need to get an Eviltal going, especially with Suicune over here, 2 of these, and there we go. My opponent plays an energy onto the Keldeo. So. Let's see. I have Psychic Resistance, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Lysander out. I think my opponent can, so I'm going to cancel. My opponent can play an energy, right? And the next turn my opponent can play an energy onto the Keldeo and then retreat into the Suicune. So I'm going to hang on to the Lysander. I don't want to play an N. I want to hang on to it. And so what I want to do is probably just bring out the Keldeo and hit the Keldeo, because if I bring out the Deoxys, my opponent can just use Russian again, and then the 90 damage that I put on the field would basically be pretty pointless at this time. So we see the Kyurem come out to play. Oh, that's interesting. My opponent can retreat into the Suicune or the Kyurem, and I don't mind seeing the Kyurem either. There's okay. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Yeah, I think. Do we want to attack the Keldeo, or do we want to attack the Kyurem? I'm gonna attack the Keldeo, because if I attack the Kyurem, okay, you know what? I'm gonna attack the Kyurem. Right? We can always target. We can always target the. You can always just target the Kyurem even when the Keldeo rushes in, right? So when the Keldeo rushes in, we can still put the Kyurem down to 10 HP and maybe go on from there. But, oh man, we even see a Team Flare Grunt, and that's no fun. We don't have our Hydreigon out here to move the energy back to our Darkrai. And, okay, so there's the Keldeo. The Keldeo can actually rush in and hit us for quite a bit, but we actually didn't see anything there. So you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll just get rid of that. And yeah, I suppose we can just do this. So right now I'm at 140 HP. The Keldeo has a muscle band, and it can actually, if it could Secret Sword. If we see another water energy drop there, we can actually see a knockout on our Darkrai. So, but I want to take the chance to do that, and yeah, why not? So let's go ahead. We will go for this, and we even get to do some energy accelerating. Let's go and get our Eviltal out here. And the next turn we will take a little bit, but you know what? Let's go ahead. We will just chip away at the Keldeo and at the Kyurem here. We see a Professor Birch's observations. That's always really good too. We do have an N, but I don't want to play that and end myself down to 5. But wow, my opponent has 7 cards, which yeah, kind of don't want to have my opponent have that many cards. We see a Team Flare Grunt, but I don't mind that at all. I'm going to get these energies back into play by using Oblivion Wing anyway. So here we go. My opponent will knock out our Darkrai. Oh, or not. That's fantastic. We don't taste defeat yet. I will go ahead. We'll do that here. We'll retreat into this guy. And yeah, let's go for the Professor Birch's observation, and we whiffed it. But you know what? Let's go ahead and just Oblivion Wing, hitting for 50, getting a Darkness Energy back into the field. Yeah, the Keldeo will get knocked out in the next turn. Yeah, really, all we really need to do is get another Eviltal into play. My opponent would be able to knock out this Eviltal, but what I'm going to do is probably just Juniper, I think. I mean, there's only 6 cards in the field. All we really need is another Eviltal, right? And that way the Eviltal would just knock out the Keldeo and go on from there. So my opponent is able to take another prize card. Well, his first prize card. So here we go. We got the Sharpedo. Let's take a look here. What we can do. Let's see. Let's see here. We got a Muscle Band that we can always snag. I want to get the Ultra Ball, but it's not very likely at this point. So we can get a Crushing Hammer if I'm going to discard my hand away anyways, or we can get a Muscle Band. That would be pretty good too. So yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll get rid of these cards. Might as well get a Crushing Hammer. I think that's the I don't know. The thing I'm debating is a Crushing Hammer or a Muscle Band. That's really all I'm really looking forward to. But we'll go with the Crushing Hammer. Let's see our chances here. And it's Tails anyway. So let's go ahead. We'll get the Juniper. And darn it. Wow, we didn't get, we couldn't get anything at all. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, so what I want to do is, yeah, I think I'm just going to sacrifice the Darkrai, because I want to use Teammates in the next turn, alright? So we're going to sacrifice the Darkrai, and I want to use Teammates, and, okay, the Suicune is getting powered up. We need another Eviltal. That would be pretty good. Never mind, all we see is a Suicune. I wonder what's that's about. But looks like the Darkrai won't get knocked out. Guess we won't use our Teammates after all. The Muscle Band, we see a Team Flare Grunt. That's okay with me. We can still retreat. That's all we really worry about anyways. This is going to be pretty devastating, but I'm going to end up needing to Juniper my hand away. So there's really no point using pretty much anything right now. I don't need to use Lysander. My opponent's Keldeo can just rush in and retreat. My opponent's got the energies to do that. So, okay. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. And, oh boy, that's no good. But we did get these, and we can also get... I suppose we can also do this. All right, that's not terrible. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of this. We'll knock out this Keldeo here, and yeah. Okay, so there's 2 prizes. We can actually use the rare candy now and get some more. Get the Hydreigon into play. So here's the Suicune. We can actually pick the Deoxys off. That way, now as long as the Keldeo is gone, we shouldn't see rush in and retreat. We will get hit for quite a bit, especially if we see a Muscle Band. But we can just use Hunt and bring out the Deoxys, and yeah, maybe just kind of chip away at the Deoxys. So my opponent plays a Energy Retrieval, getting 2 water energies back, probably powering up the Suicune over there. But okay, yeah, let's just go with this. We'll go and evolve. Where did that go? Confirm my selection. Indeed, I want to confirm. Okay, let's go with this here. I think what I want to do is just Dark Impulse and get an energy into play. I can even go for maybe a Colress. That's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a Colress. Getting to draw 8 cards right here, and we can finally counter this here. And we'll go for the heads, flipping of the heads, getting rid of the water energy. But that would just slow my opponent down a little bit, which is not bad. We'll get another Sharpedo into play. And let's go for a hunt here. Let's go hunting, guys. And we'll bring out the Deoxys. So in the next turn, we should be able to knock out the Deoxys. My opponent shouldn't be able to knock us out unless my opponent has the muscle band, right? So here we go. We see a Kyurem over here. And yeah, I think, let's see here. Kyurem, Deoxys. We see a Lysander. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, we can probably just retreat anyways, but we even have an escape rope. So, yeah, I don't know why my opponent Lysandered out the Darkrai. Okay, so I was so confused that I didn't know what to say there. Let's go ahead. We'll do this, and I think what we want to do is, that's about it, really. Yeah, I think that's about it. So let's just go for a Jagged Fang and take out the Deoxys. My opponent says, oops. Yeah, that was kind of a fatal mistake there. We see the Suicune. The Suicune with the Muscle Band can knock us out. But I really don't mind it at that point. So here we go. Do we have the Muscle Band? That is the question. Otherwise, never mind. We don't. There is no Muscle Band. And let's go for this here. We get Tails. Let's see, I guess we can just go ahead. Let's get rid of an energy there. And I'm going to go ahead and probably just retreat into the Sharpedo. And then let's go for the Dark Impulse. We will get the Deoxys from the bench over here. And kind of just chip away at him. And I forgot to play. I should have played Skyla for the other Muscle Band. I should have one more Muscle Band left. I think there's one right there and one in play, so there should be one in the deck. We got 7 cards left, unless the last Muscle Band is prized. That would be pretty devastating. My opponent says, I see the benefits of Sharpedo now. Indeed, there are benefits. Indeed, there are benefits. Yeah, so there we go. The Suicune over here is powered up, but and we even see the Pokemon Center Lady healing off the damages from there. So what can we do here? Definitely don't want to play yeah, the escape rope. But so I mean, let's take a look. Maybe we have the Muscle Band. Might as well. We do have the Lysander trump card, so that's always good too. So this could have been a knockout by now, right? But well, even Dark Impulse, why not? Dark Impulse a little bit more. We'll Jagged Fang. And my opponent's Deoxys is down to 20, so we can always hunt for this Deoxys. Unless my opponent does something like AZ or Super Cyclone Scoop Up, whatever. We haven't seen my opponent play the Aspect of his choice yet. And there it is. There's my turn. I'm going to just go ahead. We'll say GG to my opponent. And that's it for the game. Yeah, no problem. No problem, sir. And there it is. Alright, so that was a pretty good match. That was pretty fun. You guys got to see Sharpedo in action. And if you guys are watching this, you guys got to see 4 battles today. And I don't usually do 4 battles. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And I'll definitely have some more Pokemon TCG online videos for you guys soon. You guys take care. Have a good day. Goodbye.